Hello everyone, this is Simona Rich from Rising Moon Astrology. Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign ruled by the biggest malefic in astrology, Saturn. This makes Capricorn people reflect the best or worst traits of Saturn depending on their level of development. If they are evolved individuals, this Saturn rulership will manifest as them being mature and reliable. They will be patient and will always look at the bigger picture. They will be able to see the long-term consequences of the actions taken. If they are not developed, the worst qualities of Saturn will manifest and they will be the biggest obstacles of their own selves. Because of their stubbornness and narrow-mindedness, they will stop themselves from really living. Because Saturn is a tough teacher, Capricorn natives often experience more obstacles in their lives than most other people. But that's also because they can bear those obstacles. Those obstacles can either make them mature, wise, and refined, or if they fail to learn what those obstacles teach, they can become even more stubborn, inflexible, and narrow-minded. Capricorn natives are usually introverts, deep thinkers, and they're usually quiet people. They are status-oriented and practical. These natives can plan for years to achieve what they want. They are patient and able to survive on very little. If they see that they are capable to achieve high status, they will be okay living with no comforts and surviving on very little for years, if that's what it would take to get to the top. They can achieve success with very few resources. And this is symbolized by their zodiac sign, which is a mountain goat. You can see that mountain goats can climb almost vertical cliffs with their hoofs, which look totally unsuited for that purpose. So this perfectly illustrates the capabilities of Capricorn natives. They can achieve a lot with the few resources that they have. Needless to say, Capricorns can live very well with very few comfort. Because of their deep insight, they rarely make mistakes about their biggest life decisions. They understand the value of delaying instant gratification for future returns. They can create complex plans in their minds and correctly understand how long it would take to achieve them. Like Scorpio natives, if they are really interested in something, they will research it very well and they can even uncover the very origins of that thing that they are interested in. They tend to dress neatly and it's important for them what other people think about them. But that's not so much about the appearance, but about their standing in life. They often are spiritual or religious. They tend to follow religious, conventional paths, but if they follow some kind of different spiritual road, they will definitely research it well and become very familiar with the facts of that spiritual branch. They are serious people who don't like small talk and they don't care about social graces. They are not those people that you can easily approach because they have that atmosphere of seriousness, of business about them. They don't like doing things that waste their time, energy, or money. They have few friends and they don't care making many friends, but the friends that they do have, they are very loyal and helpful too. So in this regard, Capricorns are very similar with Scorpios. They tend to make friends with people of the same or higher status than they are. They are not likely to be friends with people they don't see any benefit of being with. For example, if they can't learn anything from those people, or they didn't achieve anything in life. They are very calculated individuals, so they are likely to follow a precise goal that they have. They take action towards a well thought out end, though you might think that they are taking just random action. They're not generous with their money, and they don't like wastage of any sort. And they're not even generous to themselves with their money, let alone to other people. They can be considered materialistic people, and they will always try to rise higher than the circumstances they are born in, and usually they succeed. They don't achieve success fast, but they achieve it through slow and untiring effort. There might be many obstacles on their way, but as they go, they continue improving themselves and building their skill base and solid foundation, which eventually assures their success. Sometimes their success is very much delayed or much smaller than what they are capable of. And that's because they might sometimes be too risk averse and too conservative. They also are not likely to quickly take hold of trends and new opportunities because of this cautious attitude. So many Capricorns have this feeling that they would function better in the previous age, where things were more simpler and more predictable. The more impact they make on the world at large, the more secure they feel within themselves. And this dedication of their life to leave a mark in the world makes them the most ambitious zodiac sign of all. They only place as much value on themselves as the greatness of their achievements. Even as children, they seem to be wiser and more mature as their peers. Though they are wiser than their years, success often comes to them late because of their ruler, Saturn. Other things also tend to come later in their life. They often are called late bloomers, and they might marry late in life. They often succeed in large companies, and they do well in traditional and well-organized structures. They function very well within rules and regulations because they don't need as much freedom as, let's say, Geminis or Sagittarians. But although they function well within rules and regulations, often they do feel limited. They might feel trapped by their circumstances and their place of living. And this feeling actually stems not from their circumstances, but from the fact that Saturn is their ruler. Sometimes it may seem to them that their life stands still, that nothing changes. Too much caution is also to blame for this, and later on in the video I will recommend some gemstones to remedy this. With time, they get promoted to the highest positions within their companies. They will work methodically and accurately with the goal of being acknowledged as authorities. They want to be known for some significant accomplishment in their careers. Through their position, they want to secure their standing in life because that assures income and comforts, and they will feel materially safe. They can be selfish when they need to achieve financial stability. But once they achieve it, they can relax and actually give wise guidance to other people. Capricorns are not likely to make quick decisions in love, and they choose their partners with the head rather than with their hearts. They tend to settle with partners well established in life, or if they themselves are well established, sometimes they settle with much younger partners to remember their youth, because they might have worked hard to achieve success during the youth, so it passed quickly. So a youthful partner will then remind them of the youth that they once had. In their free time, they would rather read a how-to book than a fantasy novel, though they sometimes like to read historical novels. Their hobbies are usually in some way useful to build up their social status or for their work. They don't spend their free time immersed in sense pleasures or fun activities, but they choose activities that end up benefiting them materially or socially. Capricorns can suffer from arthritis, bone, knee, teeth, and gum problems. They can avoid many of such problems by becoming more flexible. So you will find that many Capricorn people, if they remain narrow-minded and inflexible mentally, not changing their beliefs that are wrong, they will be twisted by arthritis. But once they change their mind, they become more open-minded and flexible, that arthritis leaves them. Capricorn is a feminine and negative sign. The best countries for them to live in are India, Macedonia, a southern part of Bulgaria, Mexico, and Greece. They prefer countrysides to cities. And if they must live in cities, it's better for them to live in quiet places. Their colors are gray, brown, and black. The metal for Capricorns is lead. The best gemstone for them is onyx. It's a stone of protection, and it helps Capricorns to adjust to new life situations and changes. Blue sapphire is another stone excellent for Capricorns because its ruler is Saturn. Again, it's a protective stone and it helps Capricorn to function better in the chart. Capricorns get along best with Taurus and Virgo natives. They also agree well with Scorpios and Pisces natives. They often attract Cancer people as their partners because Cancer is on the 7th house cusp for Capricorn ascendants. Check my playlist here for the other 12 zodiac sign descriptions. See you in the next video.